I want to set a new record of how annoying I can be. I think at the core of me controlling perceptions is obviously that I want to be liked, but also, I guess my main concern is that in not being liked, I'll be seen as like I'm not liked because I'm annoying or too much, or because people never dislike me when I'm too little of something. I'm always too much, or I'm perceived as too much in whatever quality. It doesn't even really have to be a negative quality, but I think by too much, I mean like too intense, too joyful, too even too miserable, too depressed, too much of a bummer. That I haven't really been a bummer in a while, but really now that I'm working with joy, it's like way more intense than my depression ever was. So, and people are way more uncomfortable with joy than depression. So, really, what I'm reaching is a point in my social interactions where I have to decide if I want to continue maxing out, pushing the boundaries of the joy that I'm going to feel around other people, or if I want to cap it, but then I'll never reach where I'm meant to reach. I'll never be who I'm meant to be, right? I don't think anyone at any time is supposed to cap anything. I said it. um, right? Is that controversial? I've never heard anyone say that before. So am I wrong in saying that? I don't think we're meant to cap things. I think we're meant to really explore the boundaries of everything and see what we align with. Like maybe I'll explore the boundaries and find the box that I'm in and go, this is too small for me. Or maybe I'll go to the right size. Maybe I'll go, okay, now that I know the limits, I know where I'm most comfortable most of the time. Because I can't be like at 100% all of the time, but at least I'll know what my 100% is. But also, I think the more that I expand or explore the limits of each quality of my behavior, of like the intensity of feeling, of anything, the more that I explore the limits and boundaries of it, of the container itself, the more the limit will increase because I'll get more and more comfortable with the highest point of it. But to get comfortable, but to even allow myself to explore it fully, because I really want to, that's like it genuinely is my life goal. In order for me to do that, I can either isolate myself for the rest of my life, because then I'm free to expand as much as I want, which I kind of have been doing, and I'm having a great time being alone. Or I have to be okay with disappointing people and making them super uncomfortable. I just have to. Because do I want to be alone? No, I don't. I don't. Like, not more than I am now. I don't want to be alone forever. I don't want to control it. So when I'm invited out, I want to go. And I can't, on their behalf, pre reject myself and control my behavior just preemptively because I know they'll be uncomfortable. I've seen people become uncomfortable. And I'm not even showing like 40% of my joy or love. So what happens when I show all of it? I've not been showing it because I'm like they can't even take this much. Or but also like obviously it is like cowardice on my part because I don't like feeling like I'm left out, or I don't like feel like I'm super different or that people are judging me. But maybe that's my destiny. I will also say that personally, I probably think that I'm being judged when I'm not. If I were to go based on the words of other people and they've told me no, they're not judging me, but so then it's like how much of it is my personal illusion, you know? But also it's like when people go like, "No, I wasn't thinking that." A lot of the time, they don't know they are thinking it until a lot later. and I can see it. I mean, probably similar to me, a lot of times people have told me things and I'm like, "No, no, you're wrong. I'm not feeling that." And then I am, and then I realize it later. So I just mean there are certain things that someone outside of you will see right away, but maybe you're looking at something else so you won't see it in you right away. And when you turn your head, you'll be like, "Oh, okay, I see it now." So, all of that being said, because it's such a priority to me to explore the boundaries and limitations and to expand in every corner, to at least see. I want to see the limit. I want to see what it looks like, right? If and I'm so curious about that, and it's such a priority to me that I really have to be okay with who I am. You know, I have to be okay with who I am, and I have to really detach from this idea of dissecting what other people think and see. It's very tough because I'm not a person who will not pick up on it. So I'll always see it. But maybe once I detach more from it and I practice this detachment and surrender more, I mean, I'll still see it, but I won't care enough to keep it up here. Because I see a lot of things that I don't really keep, and the information kind of, passes through me. So once I detach from this idea and concept of being aware of how I'm perceived, at some point, yes, I'll still be aware of how I'm perceived, but it'll be so irrelevant to me that my brain will just like discard it right away. What a dream. Because and this is so vital to me because right now, yes, I'm pretty liked. And maybe I'll be liked forever. Maybe I'll be loved forever. God bless, the privilege that is bestowed upon me. God bless the luxury that I'm living in and how loved I am truly. But once I start to really break free of this, and once I don't care what I look like, oh, I already know a few things that I'm gonna behave and do because right now I'm consciously limiting myself. Right now I'm like, no, they can't handle it. But, you know, how long will I limit myself based on the limitations of others? Maybe I'm meant to just do things and they'll handle it if they can, and if they can't, then they're very lovingly welcome to not be with me in any capacity. Because I really, it's not no hard feelings. I totally get it. I really do get it. If I didn't build that capacity of or like allowance within myself first, I would never be able to be annoying anyway. Like I myself would be icked out by me, but I'm not because I have first now built a container so big that I'm like, let's go see where it ends. Let's go see if we can make it even bigger. And let's like test the boundaries. Like let's break the sound barrier on this. How fucking annoying can I be? You know? No, like I think you're not getting it. I think you're not getting it. I want to be as loud as possible. I want to be obnoxious. Not for any reason other than to not in a forcing kind of way. I don't want to force myself to do anything, but right now currently there are so many times when I have held myself back, and I want to remove all versions of holding myself back because I truly think if everyone stopped holding themselves back, we would have, yes, 99% more annoying, frustrating, cringy, disgustingly icky moments within ourselves, internally, externally. We would look at people, we would hate one another. But what would happen eventually, this is inevitably, and probably it wouldn't even take that long. What would happen is we would build allowance within ourselves to view that and to accept it and to be like, wow, everyone's different. Yes, we wouldn't even feel the need to fit in anymore because we'd be like, we're all one thing, but we're all different. And so that's fine. We would feel way less shame within ourselves and for other people. We would allow so many more things. There would be way more creativity because people would not be afraid anymore of being annoying and cringy. And we would find ourselves and know our fears and desires and like so much quicker. The things that we're doing alone out of fear of shame, of out of fear of like cringing and out of fear of being disliked, we're not getting to where we're meant to be sometimes at all and sometimes not as quickly as we really could. And it's really not about, rushing it or something, but imagine if this was a global collective movement and we would all support each other in breaking the shame. Can you imagine? Can you imagine this utopia where we're all getting the ick from each other? I hate that term, by the way, and I've never in my life gotten the ick by anything or anyone. But the reason I'm using it is because it's the perfect embodiment of what I think the reaction I will awaken in someone else once I become me. And I really am brave enough to do it. Um, I guess I've been holding back because I'm like, I don't want to lose the friends I already love. But you know what? They're also brave enough to do it, to see me and to handle me. And that's that. That's the final word on it, and I'm not going to limit myself anymore. I'm just not. I'm okay with being annoying. I'm so okay with it. I want to see what happens. It's so important to me. It's way more important to me than anything else. I want to see what comes out of it. Me holding myself back, there's nothing coming out of that. I'm holding back this fire, this creation that's in me. There's so much love in me to give. There's so much louder I want to be. There's so much more. I think the people who have shushed me in my life, they have been, unfortunately, puppets of God. Okay? It has not come from them. They have, in those moments that they have shushed me or silenced me, they have lost their free will because it is God who has stepped into their bodies to shush me. And do you know why? It's so that I could have this fire and rage within me to know I don't care. Shush me if you want. At that point, back then, I was so ashamed. I was like, I can't believe how annoying I am. Can't believe how loud I am, how rude I am, how aggressive I am. All of these things I have been told by other people. I can't believe sometimes people are like, why are you doing this at this time? Why are you saying? Why are you singing? Why are you blank? Did you just say this to this person because it was rude? All my life has been this. But I'm just, my purpose is something else. It's, I think for a little while in the pursuit of science, I have to face the fear of worst case scenario, everyone hates me. Big fucking deal, so what? Okay? Fine. And for all of those years where I'm expanding and exploring, sure, you're allowed to hate me. I'm not gonna hold you by gunpoint to like me. It's your choice. I set everyone free to dislike me. I lovingly set you free to dislike me as much as you wish. No guilt, no hard feelings. Really, really no resentment, no hard feelings. It's so important to me to do this that it's my like life purpose right now. At that time when I was ashamed and I was being shushed and silenced and embarrassed, of course I changed myself completely. I was like, mental note, never do that. You're upsetting someone else's experience of life, okay? And then at some point I was like, how dare they? I was like, no one should ever shush me, and I'm going to make sure they never do. And now, now I see, it's, now I see that the whole point is that they can and they should shush me, but I won't be silenced because when I'm speaking, it's not for them to hear. When I'm speaking, it's because there's something coming out of me, because it's organic and authentic. It's if it was for validation, which it used to be a long time ago. I can't remember the last time I said things for validation, but if it was for validation, this would be a moot point because then I wouldn't be annoying anyway. I would try to gauge what you want to hear and I'd say that. But I don't want to do that. I want all of us collectively to express what is coming out of us, unburdened and unshaped and unshifted by the tides around us. It has to be pure, it has to be raw. Let's find something raw within ourselves and bring it out because that's what we can shape into something. If we are pre shaping it before it comes out, for the eyes of the world, for the audience, it's never going to be as good as when you take out all of the raw things and put them together. What you are currently doing is taking one raw thing and shaping it internally. It's never going to be as good as the sum of all of your raw things when you look at them all together and you go, now what do I do? Now I can make something from this. Now I can create a blueprint from all of the rawness. And I have to see what more there is. I have to. No more of me limiting myself for the comfort of other people. Especially because I take such pains internally to break my own limitations around what I find shameful, embarrassing, cringy, and I've done it for so long because anytime I've been around someone else that makes me feel embarrassed, I'm like, I don't want to be the person who's limiting anyone else. I want to break every barrier within me so that no one else ever feels embarrassed around me. Truly, there's nothing stupid that they could say or do. There's nothing too loud that they could be. Yes, I've been overstimulated. Yes, I've been like, oh, I don't want to hang out now anymore or whatever. But that's allowed, and they're also allowed to do that with me. Do you know what I mean? Like I also want to be annoying and annoy people if needed. Not on purpose. I just mean I want to allow that process now. And I think I was very afraid of it. I was like, that's the worst thing that could happen is if someone finds me unlikable and annoying. But that's okay. Maybe what'll happen is like we're hanging out and they'll get annoyed and they'll leave early, or maybe just because they need more time to reset, or maybe they can't handle me for longer periods of time because I'm being more annoying now. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm building a different sort of tolerance and resilience within me for this. I no longer want to change myself because that's all I've ever done. And I want to see what happens when I'm not changing myself and I'm not limiting myself and I'm not controlling my behaviors. What happens then? Especially because I'm not asking that of anyone else either. I don't want people to control their behaviors. I want the freedom to step away when I'm overstimulated, and I want to give them the same freedom as well. And I want everyone to have the freedom to bring up all of their raw things. What a utopia. Let's break all the limits. Let's have a new era outside of cringe. Let's have a new era of freedom. I'm like yearning for it. If there's one dream I have in my life, it's this. Let's all be annoying. But I'll go first. Love you forever.